Hi all, myself Harshni, working as the assistant professor in the Department of Mathematics, Bharathiar Arts and Science College for Women, Devya Kurshi. In this video, we are going to discuss about two theorems, Gauss divergence theorem and Stokes theorem. Let's see a statement for Gauss divergence theorem. In Gauss divergence theorem, the surface integral of a vector point function over a closed surface S equals to the volume integral of divergence of f vector over the volume V. Let's see a problem over here. Verify Gauss divergence theorem for f vector is equal to xi vector plus yj vector plus zk vector taken over the region, the cube bounded by x is equal to 0, x is equal to a, y is equal to 0, y is equal to a, z is equal to 0 and z is equal to a. Given that it is a cube. So using the given limits, design a cube in x, y and z axis. We have to prove Gauss divergence theorem over here. Let's take the condition and prove LHS is equal to RHS. On initial, let's prove the LHS part. That is, surface integral over a closed surface. Split the cube into 6 closed parts named AGDF, OBEC, BEDG, OAFC, CFDE and OAGB. Along the face AGDF, at the point x is equal to a, n cap is I vector. If x is equal to 0, n cap is minus I vector. The surface integral along the face AGDF is denoted by double integral over AGDF f vector dot n cap ds. Take f vector value as xi vector plus yj vector plus zk vector, which is given, n cap as I vector. Since the square occurs in y and z axis, take ds is equal to dy dz. As y and z varies from 0 to a, take the double integral limits from 0 to a. Solve the dot product inside the integral. By multiplying the coefficients of I vector, we get x into 1 is equal to x. As there is no j vector and k vector in the second set, its coefficient is 0. Substitute x value as a. Since a is a constant, take it outside the integral. First integrate with respect to y and then substitute upper and lower limits. We get a square integral from 0 to a dz. Now integrate with respect to z and substitute the limits, we get a cube. Along the face OBEC, x is equal to 0, n cap is equal to minus I vector. So the surface integral along OBEC is double integral, which is from 0 to a, as y and z varies from 0 to a. Substitute f vector and n cap values. Then solve the dot product inside the integral. Multiplying the coefficients of I vector, we get minus x. Since x value is 0, the surface integral along OBEC is 0. Along the face BEDG, y is equal to a and n cap is j vector. In the surface integral along BEDG, substitute f vector and n cap values. Since the face occurs in x and z axis, ds is equal to dx dz. And then solve dot product inside the integral. First integrate with respect to x and then substitute the upper limit and lower limit for x. And then integrate with respect to z. By substituting upper and lower limit for z, we get a cube. Along the face OAFC, y is equal to 0, n cap is equal to minus j vector. In the surface integral along OAFC, substitute f vector and n cap values and ds is dy dz. Solve the dot product and then substitute y value as 0, we get 0. So the surface integral along OAFC is 0. Along the face CFDE, z value is a and n cap is k vector. Substitute f vector and n cap values and ds is dx dy. Solve for the dot product first and then substitute z value as a. First integrate with respect to x and then substitute the upper limits and lower limits. Then integrate with respect to y, we get a cube. That is, along the face CFDE, the surface integral is a cube. Along the face OAGB, z is equal to 0, n cap is minus k vector. Substitute f vector and n cap values. ds is dx dy and solve the dot product. After substituting z value as 0, by integrating it, we get 0. So we split the surface integral into 6 phases. For the face AGDF, BEDG and CFDE, we get a cube. And for the other phases, we get 0. By adding all those phases, we get 3a cube. That is, the surface integral for the given vector point function is 3a cube. Okay, now we have to prove the volume integral for the same vector point function across the cube, also 3a cube on RHS. First, to find divergence of f vector, that is grade dot f vector. Substitute the grade value as I vector dou by dou x plus j vector dou by dou y plus k vector dou by dou z and f vector as given. Here it is a dot product. Multiply the coefficients of I vector, j vector and k vector and differentiating it partially, we get the values 1 for each term. By adding this, we get 3. Substitute these values in the volume integral. Take the limits from 0 to a as x, y and z varies from 0 to a. First integrate with respect to x, then with respect to y and then with respect to z. By substituting upper and lower limits, we get 3a cube. That is, volume integral for the vector point function is 3a cube. Since LHS and RHS are equal, that is both are equal to 3a cube, hence the Gauss divergence theorem gets verified. Let's say another problem on Gauss divergence theorem. Using Gauss divergence theorem, evaluate surface integral over a closed surface S f vector dot n cap ds is where f vector is equal to 4xz I vector minus y square j vector plus yz k vector, and S is the surface of the cube bounded by the plane x is equal to 0, x is equal to 2, y is equal to 0, y is equal to 2, z is equal to 0, z is equal to 2. So we know the Gauss divergence theorem condition. Take the condition as a first equation. Since the LHS and RHS are equal, find the LHS value by using RHS. For that, first find grade dot f vector. Substitute grade value as I vector dou by dou x plus j vector dou by dou y plus k vector dou by dou z and f vector value which is given in the question. Multiplying the coefficients of I vector, j vector and k vector and differentiating it partially, we get 4z minus y. Taken the triple integral limits from 0 to 2 as x, y and z varies from 0 to 2. Substitute grade dot f vector value as we have found before. First integrate 4z minus y with respect to x. We get 4xz minus xy. By substituting upper and lower limit for x, we get 8z minus 2y. Now integrate it with respect to y. We get 8yz minus y square. Substituting the upper and lower limits for y, we get 16z minus 4. Now integrate with respect to z. And then substitute upper and lower limits, we get 24. The surface integral of the vector point function is 24. Let's say another problem. Evaluate surface integral over a closed surface of axi vector plus byj vector plus czk vector dot n cap ds, where the surface is x square plus y square plus z square is equal to 1. We know the Gauss divergence theorem condition. Take it as a first equation. Here given axi vector plus byj vector plus czk vector instead for f vector. So using RHS, find the LHS value. So using RHS, find LHS value. First to find grade dot f vector. Substitute the grade value and f vector value. And then multiplying the coefficients of I vector, j vector and k vector, differentiating it partially, we get a plus b plus c. Substitute grade dot f vector in value in first equation. Since a, b, c are constants, take a plus b plus c to outside the integral. Since the given surface is a sphere, the volume of sphere is 4 pi r cube by 3. From the equation of the sphere, we can say that r value is 1. So the surface integral of axi vector plus byj vector plus czk vector dot n cap ds is equal to a plus b plus c into 4 by 3. Let's see another theorem which is named as Stokes theorem. Here the line integral over a closed surface C is equal to the surface integral of curl of a vector point function over a closed surface. Let's see a problem on Stokes theorem. Verify the Stokes theorem. F vector is equal to x square I vector plus xyj vector taken around the square in xy plane. At size x is equal to 0, x is equal to a, y is equal to 0 and y is equal to a. So using the limit, construct the diagram. Let's write the Stokes theorem condition. Given f vector is equal to x square I vector plus xyj vector. Since r vector is a position vector, take r vector value as xi vector plus yj vector plus zk vector. By differentiating it, we get dr vector is equal to dxi vector plus dyj vector plus dzk vector. Finding dot product for f vector and dr vector by multiplying the coefficients of I vector, j vector and k vector of those two, we get x square dx plus xy dy. For line integral, divide the surface into 4 faces. So along OA, x varies from 0 to a. Y value occurs as the same, that is 0. Substitute f vector dot dr vector value and then replace y value and dy value as 0. Integrate it with respect to x and then substitute the upper limits and lower limits, we get a cube by 3. Along AB, y varies from 0 to a. X values occurs as the same, that is a. So dx is also 0. Substitute f vector dot dr vector value and then replace x value as a and dx value as 0 and then integrate with respect to y, we get a cube by 2. Along BC, x varies from 0 to a. Y value is a and dy is 0. Replace f vector dot dr vector, y and dy values and then integrate with respect to x, we get minus a cube by 2. Along CO, y varies from a to 0. X is 0, so dx is also 0. Substitute these values, we get integral values also. By adding those 4 faces, we get LHS value as a cube by 2. For RHS, first find grade cross f vector and then substitute it in RHS. Take the integral limits from 0 to a as x and y varies from 0 to a. By making a dot product, we get y. First integrate with respect to x and then integrate with respect to y. By substituting upper and lower limits, we get a cube by 2. Since LHS and RHS are equal, the Stokes theorem gets verified. Let's see another problem on Stokes theorem. Show that line integral of a vector cross r vector dr vector is equal to 2 of surface integral of n cap dot a vector dot ds, where a is a constant, so that a vector is a constant vector. So we know the Stokes theorem condition. Here given a vector plus r vector instead of f vector. Since a vector is a constant vector, take a vector is equal to a1i vector plus a2j vector plus a3k vector and r vector is a position vector. Find the curl of a vector and r vector. We get I vector a2z minus a3y minus j vector of a1z minus a3x plus k vector of a1y minus a2x. Then find the curl for gradient and a vector cross r vector. Sub these values in the condition, we get 2 into surface integral of a vector dot n cap ds. Hence verified. Let's see another problem on Stokes theorem. Prove that line integral of r vector dot dr vector is 0. So we know the Stokes theorem condition. Replace f vector by r vector. Since r vector is a position vector, take r vector as xi vector plus yj vector plus zk vector. Find grade cross r vector. We get this value as 0. Substitute it in the first equation. We get 0. Hence it's verified. Thanks for watching this video.